Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, we're going to be testing Forza Horizon 5 in the GeForce RTX 4080 with the wheel and the pedals because I just bought these in Black Friday and, well, I'm terrible with it, but let's move on. Anyway, this is the Founders Edition model of the card. We're running it with the latest Nvidia drivers and I'm not overclocking it. You can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Ups GPU-Z. By the way, it says 2.0 right there because there's nothing very demanding on screen right now. If there is, it goes up to 4.0. Everything is fine. Resizable bar is enabled, and over on the left, we're pairing it with a Ryzen 7 5800X3D and 32GB of RAM. Let's go over the settings first. We're starting this at 4K resolution, and we're also going to test this one at 1440p, 1080p, and 8K resolutions. And we're using TAA as the anti-aliasing method because the other ones suck in this game. Okay, and DLSS is also disabled because it doesn't do anything in this one. It's actually more intensive and it looks worse than native res, which is stupid. It only happens in this game. Everything is maxed out right here, including ray tracing. Let's go. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Safety first, my friends. You need your seat belts, okay? Seatbelt is in place now. All good. Did you see my beautiful car, by the way? I was using this because this game is too hard to control cars with the wheel, you know? So yeah, the Hoonigan is my favorite car now. But I'm gonna go ahead and use an actual decent car. Alright, let's do this, guys. Start counting the frames right now. And let's get to the big city. It's already turning by itself. Damn it. Oh my gosh, I'm so terrible at this. Okay. Let's go. Oh boy. At this point, I think I have played this game with the wheel and the pedals for about like an hour total. I tested it for a little bit yesterday off camera, and I've already recorded a little bit of it today, but I noticed that the FPS were locked to 144. So I will need to re-record the entire thing again. Jesus Christ! Let's try to get to the road, alright? If I get to the road, I can do this. Over here is just impossible to control these cars. Oh boy. Oh, I missed the keyboard and the mouse. No, this is super fun, actually. It's very immersive as well. I have the 32-inch 4K monitor really close to the wheel right now. It's right in front of me off camera. Yeah, it's really fun, actually. Oh, this is not where I wanted to go. Also, I don't know how to handbrake with this still, so can't really drift around and stuff like that, or at least not very well. So maybe when I have to handbrake, I'll just click the space in the keyboard, because the keyboard is right there. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Oh my god, we already lost our license plate with the GT710. God damn it, man. Why? Ah, I really loved that license plate. It was the star of the show, basically. It's in this direction, the city, so we're going off-road again. Oh my! Okay. Control it a little bit, Crisp. All right, it's all good. Oh boy, it's so hard. That's what she said, by the way. Oh yes, I love them jokes. I'm sorry about that, by the way, if you don't love them, but yeah, I'm just a child, okay? I feel like a child. Oh! Again, especially playing with these new toys, you know. It's awesome. We have no mirrors already. I would be dead at this point. If this was real life, I would be dead. Also, FPS so far have been really great. Okay, there we go. Dropping into the 90s here. Yeah, not dropping too much. I actually tested these exact same settings in my full review of the 4080, so I already know what to expect. And it's just performs really well, obviously. These 40 series GPUs are awesome for a buttery smooth experience at 4K native resolution. Let's use the handbrake now. There we go. Awesome. That actually worked pretty well. Okay, I'm impressed. Now, tunnel area. This is going to be the most intensive thing that you can do in Forza Horizon 5. And it's dropping into the 90s, but getting out of it drops into the 80s. So it won't drop from 80 FPS ever in this game, which is absolutely fantastic, of course. And these graphics, man, they just look awesome. It's a beautiful, gorgeous, amazing experience here. Very immersive as well with the wheel and stuff like that. Super fun. So let's stop it there and play it for a little bit at 1440p next. So here we go, 2560 by 1440 using the exact same extreme maxed settings in the game. And we should see a higher refresh rate experience. Oh boy, what the hell, people. Okay, so if you want a card like this for 1440p, first of all, I think it's too expensive of a card to pair with a 1440p monitor, you know, unless it's like a 240Hz 1440p monitor. And second, I think these cards really shine at 4K. If you're playing at 1440p, a 3080 Ti will do the job really, really well, unless you are going for that 240Hz experience once again, which you won't get in this game if you max it out, by the way. It's around 150s, but it's not 200. If you want 200, maybe like ultra settings would do it. I still don't know, but we're gonna check it out a little bit later, okay, if we don't get CPU bound in the process. Okay, there we go, there we go. I'm starting to get the hang of this. We just gotta calm down and drive really slow, way slower than I usually drive in this game. And here we go. Full gas now. Hopefully we're not gonna crash into anything here. All right, nobody coming in front of us. That's great. Oh, yes, I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit. No, okay. GPU usage is fluctuating a little bit more here at 1440p, so we're starting to see a little bit of a CPU bottleneck, and that's actually why I didn't test 1080p with the RTX 4090, because it was already CPU bound most of the time at 1440p. These colors are looking awesome, beautiful. Okay, anyways, that's it for 1440p. Going down to 1080p using the same extreme settings. Let's do this. We still got a little bit of light here, so it's fine. Ooh, going up to 180s. That is very good. Wow. Okay. Awesome stuff. But we should be able to do this. Let's drift a little bit. Handbrake. There we go. All good. All good. Oh, this is not the way. I want to go up there. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. I'm surprised I'm not turning the car around yet. It's taking a little bit longer for me to do that, which is great. It means that, again, I am starting to get the hang of it. Ah, there we go. I just noticed that this is probably going to be a bigger video than it needs to be because I suck at driving in it. Oh boy. Okay, anyways, let's go. Oh, now we're fully CPU bound. As you can see, GPU usage is in the 80 to 90% range most of the time, even dropping into the 70% range. So, yeah, this is 5800X 3D performance at this point. We didn't get lucky there. Not really 4080 performance. The 4080 would do a better job with a faster CPU, like a 13600K, for example, or maybe even a Ryzen 7000 CPU. But still, if you have a 5800X 3D, it's still a beast of a CPU, you know. It's super popular, first of all, these days, and it does a really good job. It can deliver a high refresh rate experience in this game, of course. Heading out of the tunnel, drops into the lower 100s, but again, we were fully CPU bound there, so it doesn't really count, you know. So let's stop it there and make it GPU bound again while we still have a little bit of light here. So this is 7680 by 4320 resolution with ray tracing and everything else enabled, guys. Oh boy, this is complete max settings and it's getting 20s in the menu. Oh, I did not expect this. Maybe it's the ray tracing actually, but the 4090, the ray tracing update wasn't in place when I tested the 4090, by the way. But that card could get 60 FPS without the RT. So ray tracing is definitely super intensive, and I think if we disable that, we should be able to achieve like 45-ish FPS average or something like that. So yeah, that's probably the way to go, because this is horrible. This is awful, basically. Yeah, let's stop it. Okay, let's set the ultra settings preset now. Let's set ray tracing to high, and on high it doesn't actually work inside of the game, only on ultra and extreme, and previously it was set to extreme. So let's do this, restart the game, and play again at 8K Ultra. Now that's what I'm talking about, guys. We're getting 60 FPS on average right there. We just started, by the way. I'm just gonna make my way to the city. In the city area, it will probably drop, of course, but, you know, this is way better of an experience than previously, and it doesn't look that much different. And we already lost our license plate again. God damn it, I can't drive! Good thing is we got our seat belt, because if it wasn't for that, I would be dead at this point. Alright, let's drive really fast. Can we go? Okay, there we go. All good. People, what the heck are you doing in the middle of the highway, stopping like that? Damn it. Alright, 60s around here, not bad. And you know what, guys? Even though it drops from 60 FPS sometimes, do not do this! It's not too bad. I can't really feel it when it drops into the 50s because... God, stop doing that! Straighten up, please! What the hell? It just keeps moving to the sides. I don't get how cars work. I'm stupid. My car in real life doesn't behave like this. I feel like I need a worse car than this. Bring the Hoonigan back. Please, Forza. Oh, no, this is too hard to control. Also, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but that power usage at 8K actually goes up pretty high. 300 watts right there. Still no 320 like the TDP suggests. But yeah, it goes pretty high. It was at like 260 or something like that at 4K, which is far from the TDP values of this card. And over here, it's dropping, but not by too much. Once again, it still feels pretty smooth. Get out of my way, please. Thank you. And it still feels very responsive as well. And it's still very immersive, you know. If you have a super expensive and really big 8K TV, this might be the way to go. Maybe disable a couple of settings or lower them, like the shadows and stuff like that, and it should be even more impressive. Let's just see it getting out of the tunnel right there at 8K Ultra, and then we're going to play a little bit at 4K Ultra. That should be very interesting as well. Okay, getting out of it. Didn't even drop from 50 FPS, so I think it's solid. It's a solid experience. Obviously, the 4090 is probably the way to go if you have money for an 8K TV. Yeah, it's just $400 more expensive than this, and it's way faster, so yeah. This is why the 4080 is such a terrible value GPU these days. But it's still really fast, as you can see. So 4K res now using the Ultra settings preset with TAA anti-aliasing. And look at that. 130 frames per second. We're actually seeing a slight CPU bottleneck there. Look at that. 90% GPU utilization, 80. Okay, I wasn't expecting that at 4K resolution and Ultra settings. Maybe the game got a little bit more intensive, I don't know, because I don't remember seeing a CPU bottleneck with a 4090 at 4K. Right now it's actually GPU bound. But yeah, that's the thing, guys. You actually gotta start keeping in mind that these GPUs are so fast that you will be seeing CPU bottlenecks more often. It's not that the CPUs are bad or anything, it's just that these GPUs are monsters. You know, and even like 13900Ks will bottleneck the 4090 or even 4080 in some games. Not necessarily in this one, it would do better than the 5800X 3D for sure. These are really fast GPUs to the point where the 5800X 3D or a Ryzen 7000 series CPU like 7600X would probably also bottleneck this card. Oh boy, let's go. A little bit of a drift there. Oh, I managed to not control it, of course. Anyways, this is more of a higher refresh rate experience now, while keeping the graphics really similar to Extreme. So I think I would probably choose to play like this on a high refresh rate 4K monitor, guys. Because Ultra is still Ultra. It still looks completely amazing in this game. And even though I don't feel the need to have a super high refresh rate experience in Forza Horizon 5, it's always beautiful to take a look at super high refresh rate experiences and feel that smoothness, obviously. So yeah, I would probably play like this. Once again, it drops into the 100s, but it was CPU bound there. And now it's CPU bound again in this area. We've already gone through this. Alright guys, that's been it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm so sorry about the driving. It was terrible, I know. But I hope it was still entertaining to watch and informative above everything else. And as always, love you all. Bye-bye.